Junk foods are food and drinks with low nutritional value and high in kilojoules, fat, sugars and/or salt. On the other hand, fast foods are a type of food you get from a restaurant designed to be delivered to you in the quickest way possible. Some fast foods can be healthy, but typically most fast foods are junk food. For example, salad, sushi, and sandwiches are healthy forms of fast food. However, most fast food restaurants serve unhealthy junk food. Why is junk food bad? Eating junk food on a regular basis can lead to an increased risk of obesity and chronic diseases like cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and some cancers. We've listed the 10 most unhealthy foods. These should be taken in moderation to avoid undesirable effects to your health. Number 10. Chicken nuggets. Do not be fooled by thinking chicken nuggets are healthy since they contain chicken. Truthfully, it's rare that chicken nuggets contain chicken breast only. Manufacturers mix the meat with leftover carcass bits and bulking agents. The average nugget has 50% more carbs and fat than protein. Make your own healthy chicken nuggets by using lean chicken breast, cut it into pieces and coat it with breadcrumbs rather than eating deep-fried nuggets. Most varieties of processed chicken nuggets should be eaten sparingly. Besides offering little nutritional value, they contain an overwhelmingly high amount of preservatives. If chicken nuggets are a favorite in your house, opt to make your own, baked, fried or even broiled. At least you'll have full control over the ingredients you're serving. Number 9. Doughnuts. Doughnuts will cost you 250 to 550 calories, but the 15 to 30 grams of sugar in each is the real problem. With such a huge amount of sugar in a small package, your body pumps out loads of insulin to try to accommodate. A huge blood sugar spike leads to an even bigger sugar crash. Store-bought doughnuts contain the unholy trinity of unhealthy ingredients, reports Livestrong.com, trans fat, sugar, and refined flour. Many contain a whopping 10 to 20 grams of fat each and between 250 to 300 empty calories. You maybe love donuts, but in the long run, your heart won't. If you eat these fried donuts, you will consume high amounts of trans and saturated fat. Donuts are empty calories. Chocolate donuts have 350 calories, but low in nutritional value. Number 8. Frozen meals. Even if frozen meals are convenient for you, they offer little nutritional value. To make these frozen products stay for months, high levels of sodium and preservatives have been added by manufacturers. Make homemade alternatives on your own and freeze them in individual portions rather than filling your own freezer with ready-made meals from shops. Frozen meals can be notoriously high in sodium and saturated fat. The worst frozen meals have more than 700 grams of sodium and more than 4 to 5 grams of saturated fat. It's best to limit the sodium in your frozen meals to 600 milligrams or less, and the saturated fat to 3 grams or less. Frozen meals contains large amount of trans fat, which can not only clog arteries but also leave you prone to heart diseases. It also increases your body's cholesterol levels, which further leads to several heart problems. Number 7. Processed meats. Eating too much bacon, sausages, hot dogs, canned meat, or lunch meat that has been processed in some way to preserve or flavor it is bad for health, according to experts. A number of studies have found links between processed meat and various forms of cancer, as well as heart disease and diabetes. To enhance the processed meat's color and make it last longer, they have been modified to contain some chemical additives and nitrates. Some meats that are processed like sausages are made up of unwanted animal parts, leftovers, and a high amount of fats and salt. Consumption of processed meat is risky to our health and might cause cancer, heart disease, and increased blood pressure. Number 6. Fizzy drinks. Fizzy drinks are not food, but they still deserve to be included on this list. Osteoporosis, tooth decay, and heart disease are some of the results on health when consumed regularly. These drinks contain hidden sugar in an enormous amount. An average Coke contains 10 teaspoons of sugar. Diet drinks should also be avoided, even it seems to be more healthy because it has lesser calories compared to full fat. However, it contains artificial sweeteners, which, over time, can rot tooth enamel. Is not good for a person's health because it contains lots of sugar. Consuming too much soda may lead to weight gain, diabetes, and cardiovascular conditions. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, most people in America consume too many added sugars, which can lead to health problems. Number 5. Cereals. A lot of us usually start the day with a cereal bowl. However, this choice of breakfast, in some cases, might contain a lot of harmful ingredients. Most breakfast cereals are loaded with sugar and refined grains. High sugar consumption is harmful and may increase your risk of several diseases. Preservatives, flavoring, artificial dyes, and high amounts of sugar are usually added to cereals, especially for children, to make them last longer. As per the Journal of American Diabetic Association published article, it was found out that cereals marketed for children contain more sugar, calories per gram, carbohydrates, and sodium compared to other cereals that are not for children. Try to stick with low sugar and high fiber cereals if possible. Given the fact that cereal lacks many of the important nutrients responsible for keeping you full, like protein and fiber, you'll be looking for your next meal or snack in no time. This can often lead to overeating and constant snacking, two incredibly unhealthy eating habits. Number 4. Canned soups. Canned soups can be sky-high in sodium, which, when overdone, can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. So opt for low-sodium soups whenever possible and aim to not exceed 350 milligrams. Canned soups might be an innocent addition. They are not that bad for your health compared to other foods we feature in our top 10. However, they contain a lot of salt. A soup can provide a healthy, hearty meal full of vitamins and some other goodness. So if you want to eat soup, then cook your own healthy and nutritious soup at home. Number 3. Pizza. Eating pizza every day may sound like a dream come true, but most of the pizzas we buy are considered junk food because of the high amount of refined carbohydrates, fat, and sodium that it contains. This comes from the pizza crust, which is made from refined flour and has no fiber, vitamins, or minerals. Eating refined flour increases your visceral abdominal fat, which puts you at risk of developing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, even breast cancer. The cheese in pizza is also high in saturated fat, which increases your risk of developing high cholesterol and heart disease. Adding meat to your pizza also results in more saturated fat. Eating too much food rich in saturated fat can be addictive, leading to more unhealthy habits. Pizza is also high in sodium, which can be harmful when consumed in excessive amounts. While it does have healthy toppings, the majority of ingredients used to make pizza are high in saturated fat and sodium, making it unhealthy when consumed in excess. Like most processed foods, pizza can also contain unhealthy ingredients like preservatives, colorings and sugar. This is why while the occasional slice of fast food or frozen pizza is harmless, eating these regularly can lead to weight gain and a higher likelihood of developing chronic health conditions. Number 2. Cheesy fries. French fries are far from nutritious, but when topped with melted cheese sauce, they become one of the unhealthiest foods you can eat. In addition to French fries soaking up all the oil from the deep fryer, the cheese sauce splattered on top adds another layer of saturated fat and salt. Fries are high in calories, salt, and fat. The fries' regular portion contains roughly 420 calories. If you add 100 g of cheddar cheese on top of the fries, that's 400 calories more plus 35 g of fat. Cheese fries may be your secret indulgent snack, but you may be getting more calories than you realize. If you prepare the cheese fries at home though, you can make some variations to lighten up your grub. Number 1. Fried desserts. Fried desserts are high in fat, calories, and often salt. A few studies, including one published in 2014, have linked fried foods to serious health problems like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. You should avoid those deep-fried desserts, especially those coated in batter and high in sugar and fats. These can clog up your arteries, leading to strokes, diabetes, and heart attacks over time. Consuming foods fried in unstable or unhealthy oils can have several negative health effects. In fact, eating them regularly can put you at a higher risk of developing diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. Therefore, it's probably best to avoid or severely limit your intake of commercially fried foods. Actually, there are many more unhealthy everyday foods to eat. In this list of top 10 unhealthy foods to eat this time, we summarize them for a list of only the most unhealthy foods that many people like to consume on a daily basis. Among them there are desserts and main meals. If you want to live a healthier diet, we recommend reducing the portion of these foods and consuming them in moderation.